Texas streets.
All right. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Linda Janine. I am back for another episode of Bad Boys. This is episode 3, if I'm not mistaken, season 4. I'm not too sure, y'all, but anyway. Now, my hair, y'all. Oh my gosh. I started taking some out in the back. But it is not complete yet. And yes, it has been a whole week. Don't judge me, okay? Y'all, I've been going through, child. It's just look at these nails. Like your girl is going through it, so don't judge me. What they say in the Bible, judge ye not lest you be judged. Okay. So anyway, y'all, wasn't too much to this episode. We got Landon over here getting in fights that were unexpected. We got Pootie jumping into his fights. Like I said on the last review, they were talking about how they didn't want to fight. Didn't want to jump people. And then what they do, this is exactly what they start doing, is jumping people. And to me personally, it didn't look like Landon needed that much help. I'm just saying he was getting he was getting Link's ass all in the pool. What else happened this episode? Some repetitiveness, really, y'all. Like John fighting CS again, Jada and Contacts, which is Shorty. Let me get out my handy dandy notebook, child. Because, honey, I don't remember all these guys' names yet. I'm still not there. I didn't really take any notes on this episode. We're just going to go ahead and wing it, like, period. First of all, I love me some Ant, y'all. Ant is definitely my favorite out of all the bad boys. He just gives the realest to me. He just gives the coolest to me. He just gives he's just a chill dude. And this may not be the show for him, unfortunately. And I think on the next episode, we do see him say that he wants to volunteer as tribute to get the fuck up out this crazy ass chaotic house. And I understand why he did what he did. I'm not mad at him. I'm actually more proud of him than anything for realizing, hey, I wanted this opportunity, but guess what? I don't think that this is the opportunity for me. I'm ready to move on to something bigger and better. Hey, I got my name out there, possibly my face out there, possibly. But he just realized it wasn't for him. And I'm not mad at all. Like every confessional that he had on this episode was just kind of saying, like, man, these guys, they just something else. Man, all they want to do is fight. Man, we can't get along. We can't turn up. We can't have fun. So yeah, I think that he just realized this ain't the show for him. And I'm proud of him for saying no and moving on. So we start the episode off with Island Boy and Child, blonde hair, which let's point out, what's his name? Hold on. Blonde hair. Paris. And let's point out that Paris has not gotten into a fight not one time, and nobody is calling that nigga out. Why is that? Is it because he's friends with majority of the bullies on the show? Is it because he's had got these alliances? Like I said, he has friends with people who are supposed to be the big dogs, who are supposed to be running the house, who are supposed to be the heavy hitters. No one has said not one thing to Paris, y'all, about him not fighting anybody. And I thought this was the whole point of Bad Boys, right? You're not a bad boy if you're not getting in the field. That's what they told us. So I'm just very interested to see that Paris is not being pressed. And you know what? Maybe he felt that he needed to insert himself into this fight between Island Boy and Jada because he needed some type of storyline of his own because he don't have shit. So they going back and forth. Like I said, he's telling him, he don't want to be involved and he hates that he has to feel like he's between y'all. But really, sir, no one has really even brought you into the fold. You are kind of inserting yourself in the situation. No one has said, hey, Jada, you choose a side. I mean, not Jada. No one has said, hey, Paris, you choose a side. No one has said, Paris, these are your friends. You need to get in between them when they're fighting. No one has called him out on anything. So I'm kind of not understanding exactly why he feels that he's in between something that no one has really put him in. He's put himself in, you know? So I'm a little confused on that with Mr. Paris, but I digress. At one point I think I saw him actually crying. Like I think Lynx came up to him and was like, trying to console him. He was crying about it. Like he was just so distraught. I was just like, girl. Okay. So Island Boy is telling Landon and Pootie that, look, I'm trying to go off the dome, y'all, without looking at anything or whatever. So anyway, I'm working on it. Um, so Landon and Pootie are talking to him, and Island Boy is telling him that, telling them that he said he wanted, Lord. Island Boy is telling Landon and Pootie that Jada was saying that he was going to get in between their relationship, that he was going to start some type of rift between them two. And I'm just like, I don't know if I necessarily believe Island Boy. Like, I like Island Boy a little bit because he just for the dramatics of it all. Um, but I don't really know if I believe that. Why would he tell you that he gonna do something if you his op? Like, why would your op be telling you what his plan was once he got into the house? So I don't know if I necessarily believe Island Boy. Maybe he wanted Landon and Pootie to make Jada hit their target, and I don't think that's gonna happen because I think they really like they really like Jada. Jada, this last episode, I still don't like him, but I can see why y'all are entertained by him because he is just a mess. He really is. Like, some of his reads, some of the stuff he says, like all that head twisting and what are you talking about? Like, what? Like, I just be cracking up. I'm like, he really is a trip. Like, I see why people are entertained by him. He is kind of entertaining. I'm not even gonna take that from him. He's entertaining. I would say his confessional look. I don't know what was going on. Look, I can't even talk. I'm looking like a dang beaver with my teeth. I mean, I'm looking like a damn animal or a vampire with my damn nails. But anyway, I just didn't like the under eye makeup that Jada was wearing on this last episode. This last episode in his confessionals, it was very obvious. It seemed like it was not a good color match for him. So I just want somebody to come in and tell him to kind of switch that out. Like, I didn't like it. So anyway, okay, back to Shorty and fucking Jada fighting. They fought like 3 or 4 times in this episode, and like in one scene, I was like, damn, like, okay. Jada gets him every single time. Like, no shade to Shorty, because he's a cute little boy. I think he's cute, but I think Jada takes him every single time. I don't know why they're still fighting. I think that, Shorty just wants to, you coming at me, I'm gonna come at you right back, like, period. And I think that sometimes Jada can be a little, shady with his words, talking shit or whatever, and that might make Shorty feel some type of way. So they just kind of keep fighting over and over and over again. I promise you I don't have to see another one of their fights for the rest of my life and I'll be fine. Like, let's just go ahead and drop it. Y'all don't fight so many times. He didn't whip your ass, Shorty, multiple times at this point. Let's just dead it, please. So also, Island Boy has injured his hamstrings after fighting with Jada Big Ass. So he's looks like he's gonna be on injured reserve. And I'm like, y'all say you're not gonna have no injured reserve, but yet and still we have people that are on injured reserve. I don't know why they thought that an injured reserve was not going to be needed. Y'all are literally having these people fighting like fucking hyenas. Like, of course they're going to need some type of something when it comes to um their health and their safety. They're hurting themselves. Like, they keep talking about Corey and Corey doing all these flips and all this shit. He may be doing all these flips and shit, but we can't question the fact that this man's finger, we literally seen him put it in the camera that his freaking ring finger was all the way over here past his thumb. I mean, past his pinky finger. Like, we can't deny that the man is hurt. The man is injured. Like, come on now. We all seen that. So CS and John are talking about how, they want to get it in again, but we never really got to see CS face until this episode. And we can clearly see that CS he got a fucked up eye. Like, it's bad. I think that the glasses got knocked off when they were about to fight in the Sprinter van. So he talking about, he's a model. He uses his face every single day. So he can't be over here fighting over and over again when he's already injured. I said, well, maybe you should leave then, because the rules are no injured reserve. Like, I'm just thinking in the back of my head all this bullshit that they be talking. Then we get Links. Links. He's a weird ass. I've been seeing people online talking about Lynx is Danny's twin, or Lynx is Danny reincarnated or some shit. Danny from Jocelyn's Cabaret. I can see it as far as personality goes, as far as antics, as far as character goes. I can definitely see what y'all talking about. Like they both have that same like are you on drugs type of personality. Like are y'all okay? Um kind of weird, they have that same type of personality. Do I think that they related? No, I do not think they fucking related, but I see the similarities between the two. So anyway, Lynx is talking about how he been fighting like crazy. He's talking to CS. He been fighting like crazy. He did something to hurt his finger or something like that. And he don't pretty much saying he don't understand why CS is not wanting to fight John when John is calling him out. So Lynx was like, look, I'm fighting no matter what. So you should have to fight no matter what. Honey, like we not in the motherfucking WWE, y'all. Like can we be realistic? Y'all just won't see people fight, 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 fight. Like, come on now. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get injured. Like, y'all can't just expect these boys to keep fighting over and over and over and over again and get an injury and still continuously fight with that injury. It just don't make sense to me. And it's honestly like disturbing. So they get into the topic of people dapping up or being cool with each other after getting into a physical altercation. John is saying he's never been about that life. He doesn't do that. They look at Lynx. He's like, well, yeah, I did do that because if I didn't do it low key, I'll be considered a bully, which I feel like you were already considered a bully anyway, in my eyes, when it came to check. But I digress. So they talking about that. Me personally, um, Lord, if it's family, I feel like that's different. I've recently got into an altercation with my cousin where things got physical, and this will be our second time getting into a physical altercation. I feel like that would be the only time that I would probably forgive or be cool with someone again after having physical altercation. Maybe. Um, but it kind of just depends on the situation. It depends on the person, how long y'all known each other. These niggas though, like I've only known you for a day. I don't think we'll be cool with it. I don't think I'd be cool with none of them niggas. I don't think so. So that's a little different to me. So we kind of get a little information as to why John and CS got in a fight in the first place, which was because John mispronounced Sace's name. And CS was like, I guess he said this is how you pronounce it. He was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just asking. I wasn't sure or whatever. And then CS was like, oh, well, now you know, like kind of popping it a little bit. So that's why him and John got into it. I guess they just waited for the cameras to roll. I guess John just waited for the cameras to roll to address it because we all know John doesn't have too many fights or too many things going on Playboys. I'm sorry, on Bad Boys. So he has to have some type of altercation, right? Or they're not gonna want him back whenever they do decide to do another season of this shit. Um, so I think that's why he was like, okay, let me wait till the camera's rolling. I'll address it tomorrow when everybody can see that shit on TV. I mean, strategy, I guess. So then it's the next day, and some guys are playing basketball. They just pretty much talking about the beef between Jada and Shorty. Then they go inside and they show Pootie, Jada, Lynx, and one more person. And CS with his dark shades, hiding his black eye that we didn't know he had at the time. Um, so they talking or whatever, and Pootie just asked Jada directly, like, "Hey, did you say what you said? The Island Boy said that you was gonna break us up." And pretty much Jada denies everything and says that it's not true, and pretty much insinuates that Island Boy is a hater, etc. So then they bring up the conversation once again about who should go home, and they ask yes who he thinks, and of course he says John. He explains why he feels like John should go home, but they really haven't solidified anyone going home yet. We haven't seen any type of eliminations or anything like that happening yet on the show. So I guess they're just, I guess building up to it. I'm not sure. This episode 3 though. You would think by now they might have had some type of elimination, but I'm not tripping because I really don't I really don't care about any of them going home, honestly. I mean, to me it's like whatever. Um So anyway, then we have Jada on the phone using finally getting his phone privilege to use his phone call to speak to fucking Sapphire. I'm just like, you did all that with Noel because you wanted to talk to Sapphire? Okay, whatever. Moving right along. They weren't talking about shit, y'all. So then we got the pool scene. We got a couple of the guys sitting by the pool. They're talking, and then we see Mr. Lynx come out from the house, and he's asking everybody, "Where is Landon? Where's Waldo?" Landon went back in the house to, he said, dry off his feet. And then I think Paris went inside to ask, hey, Lynx want to talk to you. Can you come out here? So Landon comes out, child, and he's just like, what the fuck is going on? So Lynx is like, I saw that you took a picture of me and you sent it to somebody who I guess is a mutual friend of theirs, somebody that they know together. Um, so Lynx is like, why would you send a picture to them, take a picture of me and send it to someone else? Like, I guess he thought he was trying to build some messy shit. So Landon totally denies it. Like completely denies that he took any pictures of him. I'm like, you should have told Landon, pull out your camera roll right now. Landon, let me see your camera roll then. Show me the last couple pictures in your phone. He probably wouldn't have did it because he probably did take a picture of him and send it to somebody, probably on some messy shit. Like, I don't know. I could see Landon is messy. Like, if y'all know him from now that's TV, he want a messy girl. So we know he probably did do that shit low key. So they get to squabbling, child. Let me tell you something. Y'all, a lot of y'all don't know Landon because y'all don't watch now that's TV. Landon got them hoes. Landon, that nigga can fight. He really can fight. And Lynx did not have stand a chance against Landon. Landon whooped him. Like seriously. Landon beat him up. Baby, I think they fought about 3 times. Baby, that one part where Lynx ass was in that pool with his Lynx was in the pool with his, I promise you, head in the water, feet up in the motherfucking air. He said that he made sure that his feet stayed out the water because those was his best air Jordans or something like that. Those are his fighting air Jordans. So he wanted to keep them out the water. So that's why he let his head go in first. Baby, I was hollering when I seen Lynx in that water like that. I said, oh my God. Damn. So of course, here comes Pootie, child. Pootie ass felt like he had to jump in. He said he heard somebody was arguing with his nigga or questioning his nigga. So he had to come downstairs and see what the hell was going on. So he jumps right into the fight. My thing is, Pootie, you could have really let that go because Landon was already whooping up on Lynx. Like, it's not like Landon was getting his ass beat, so he really could have just stood by and cheered his boyfriend on. But instead, he had to jump in, which they were just talking about. Like I said on the last episode, that they were not, people thought that we were going to be doing jumping, and that's exactly what y'all are doing currently. So, I mean, they in a relationship. So, what do you expect them to do? I mean, yeah, they probably should have. I don't know, like I want them to be able to show their self outside of each other. You know what I'm saying? But I digress, child. So they fought, like I said, about 3 times. Then you got what's that name? Corey. Oh, crazy ass. Did y'all see his hair, child? Looking like Pink from back in the day, child. Had that hair just everywhere. It was interesting choice. He's trying to um, you know, uh, be different in the confessionals like some of the baddies do. So he's just walking around talking about, oh my God, you're so weird. Because why would you do that? Like, he's just making a lot of noise that don't really unnecessary noise that don't nobody really needs to hear because it's already enough chaos going on. Like, he was irritating me through the camera. So I'm through the TV. So I'm just like, I know he irritating them niggas. So he was like, man, why we just can't go out? Why we just can't have fun? Like, he's just yelling and screaming, baby. Next thing you know, Pootie, bam, sock that nigga. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Cause I'm already irritated as hell. So you shut up. So he just sitting there like, oh my God, why did you hit me? Like, I'm on your side. I'm taking up for you. Why would you hit me? Pootie like, usually shut the fuck up. You talking too much. Too much. Talking too much. Then at one point, he hits Corey again. I don't know why Corey didn't see that coming because, child, he was walking past Pootie and he was talking still like, and baby Pootie watched him walk past and bop, socked that nigga in his shit once again. I don't know. I didn't really see Corey jump for Pootie too much. I seen him get hit and I really didn't see much of any squaring up happening afterwards. So that's pretty interesting, Corey. Pretty interesting. So it also seems like John and Lynx might have had some type of conversation or some type of something as far as people jumping, like when and that's such a trip to me, Lynx, because it's like y'all will let somebody get jumped and then holla whenever you get jumped. He's over here telling everybody like y'all got me fucked up because y'all just sat there and let them jump me. Y'all ain't do nothing. I think that was fucked up. Like he looks at John and is like, we kind of like insinuated that they talked about this before. Like we said we weren't gonna allow any jumping in the show. So why did you not come to my defense? And what did John say, child? John said something. John said, if I'm not mistaken, he was trying to separate them. So like he didn't jump in, but he was trying to stop it. He was trying to separate it. He was trying to tell them no. So when they get on the sprinter, because they're supposed to be going to jet ski and do some type of activity, you know, they like to do that type of shit. So they all in the sprinter van. I don't know why they put people's ops in the same van as them, like John and CS, because we had to hear them the whole motherfucking time arguing with each other about wanting to fight each other or just going back and forth in general, child. We finally get to see CS big ass red eye. But anyway, before that, Landon was kind of like, I'm peeping that they had some type of conversation previously saying they weren't going to let people get jumped. And he expected John to jump in for him, but John did not do that. So I think Lynx did have a conversation with John about that, because if that's something that y'all discussed, that's fucked up that John did not do that. Instead, John decided to go ahead and break you all up and try to stop y'all from fighting, which obviously did not work because you still got your ass beat. So John did not hold his end of the bargain. So I would be looking at John sideways if I was Lynx, period. Okay. And let me tell you, honey, one thing about Landon, he know how to read the girls. When I say he read that motherfucking down, like, you old dirty ass, mop head ass, stinky ass, crackhead looking, I was like, damn, like, what did you not say about the nigga? Like, damn. He was on that shit. And then John and CS do fight. I don't know why they want to fight in that little bitty ass bus, the little bitty ass sprinter. He had opportunity to fight John while they was sitting at that counter. Or was it the counter? He had opportunity to fight John previously. Okay, before they got on that bus. So I find it kind of weird that you want to fight when we on this tiny ass sprinter where you can't really get your ass whooped like that. I'm just saying, sis. I'm just saying. Also, Shorty and Jada have a conversation. So Shorty kind of like, okay, like, are we done with this shit? Like, what's going on? Like, are we good? Or, we still got smoke. Jada just kind of like, you know how you do, honey. Looking over the glasses. Um, are you still talking to me? We still talking about this? Like, it's something else, child. So as far as I seen, I thought I saw them two be like, okay, it's dead it. But then when I see the next episode, it looks like they're gonna fight again. Goddamn. Again. Like, stop it, y'all. Just stop it at this point. Stop. So anyway, after that, we see them fighting again the next episode, child. We could have went without that. And it looks like John and Jada are gonna fight. I'm like, what they fighting about? Well, what's gonna happen to where they gonna end up fighting? Like, okay. And John also fought CS when they got off the sprinter as well. And child, he whooped CS ass. Like, CS gonna have two black eyes by the time he gonna be in the hospital somewhere by the time by the time the show go off. And then also we see Landon talking about how he gonna have a house meeting. We need to vote one person to go. And that's when Ant was like, I'm good. I'm ready to go. I hope that he sticks with that. I really do hope he sticks with that whenever the show comes on. I think that he will. And then Check starts fighting for his position next episode. So that's gonna be interesting to see. I guess he like, y'all niggas ain't about to take me up out this hole. I don't care how weak or how quiet or non-fights that I'm getting in. Y'all niggas ain't about to take me out. Period. All right, check. Do your thing then. Do your big one, baby. Do your big one. Hey, do your big one. I will be doing a Baddies USA part 2, chapter 2 review as well. Episode 1 came on last Sunday. I am not reviewing Baddies Gone Wild. I'm not interested in watching that at all. I'm just not interested in watching it. Like, I'm good on that. And then BBO is coming on now. That's TV. I think I'm gonna start watching, reviewing that as well. I gotta get on my shit because I'm a little bit behind y'all, and I'm sorry I'm late bringing this video. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all next episode. Peace.